You know what? It is such a great thing to be a Benedict College Tiger right now. No doubt about that. Welcome to the Coach Chennis Show. And the reason why I say that, we're 1-0 for the 6th week in a row. You up with me on this? Yeah, just to let you know. Listen, here's Coach Chennis, Benedict College athletic coach for football, doing his thing. Man, you got those guys rolling.
I appreciate it, man. I really do, man. To God be the glory, man. Finding a way to win another football game.
And that's what we do. We want to say thank you to Prisma Health, too, because they're the ones who are responsible for allowing us to come to you each and every week with the Coach Chennis Show. And, of course, Lexington Medical Center, a great partner, as well as South Carolina Education Lottery. We thank you guys, but most importantly, too, we thank you for watching to keep up with what's happening on the gridiron. And, again, had a big old game this past weekend, 20-3. They knocked off Miles. And I got to ask you, what are your thoughts on that game?
Well, ultimately, at the end of the day, we're excited about getting a win. Nobody said it's going to be easy. At the end of the day, there's 50% of the teams in the country that won, and there's 50% of the teams in the country that lost. We just so happened to be on the side that won. It wasn't pretty. Didn't play our best game. On no phase, offense, defense, special teams. Even though we played good on defense, there's some things that we left out there that we felt like we could have been better. Offensively, didn't get it done. We had some good plays, some bad plays, but ultimately, at the end of the day, didn't play our best game. And special teams was special, man. But at the end of the day, we just want to be on the left-hand column and be 1-0, and we found a way to win a football game.
That's a great thing. Now, you talk about you didn't do all of the things that you wanted, or the players didn't, and so forth. What do you think were some of the problems? What are some of the complications that you may have faced?
Well,
they may have faced.
Well, like I say, you got to give credit to the other team, too. You're talking about a team that's been in the SIC championship the last 3 or 4 years in the game. So ultimately, at the end of the day, it's a good football team. They got guys on scholarship, too. And they did a good job of preparing for us, man. Those guys were really prepared. Those guys flew around. You have to give credit to the opponent as well. We respect all opponents. And I thought Miles College, even going into the game, although their record didn't indicate it, we thought they were a good football team, and they came to play. I tell our guys all the time, everybody's going to give us their best. So we got to be locked and loaded, ready to go. And ultimately, at the end of the day, it wasn't pretty, but we found a way to win. And that's all we wanted at the end of the day, is to be 1-0.
So after Miles gets it, and we're talking about 2 drives that end in punts, they get the ball, they eat up 8 minutes on the clock. We're talking about 14 plays, 56 yards, and they end up on Benedict's 31-yard line.
Tell you what, man, our defense, man, they really rose to the occasion right there. They had converted a couple first downs. They were moving the ball. I mean, they ate up pretty much a little bit over 8 minutes of the clock. So you're talking about we had an opportunity where our defense was bending, but wasn't breaking, and they got an opportunity on 4th and 2 to be able to get a play in the backfield. So we were able to stop them right there and get the ball back to our offense.
All right, so Benedict gets the ball. We put together a little drive, right?
Yes, we had a drive, man. We were moving the ball a little bit, but wasn't much of what we're accustomed to. But Phoenix was able to hit Eddie Neal on a nice 16-yard play-action pass. But that drive ended in a punt. And Eubanks, man, I tell you what, Jerry Eubanks is a really, really good punter, man. He was able to really, really flip the field all day, and he was able to launch a big-time punt down to their 8-yard line.
So the Golden Bears, they get the ball deep in their own territory, and they're trying to make something happen. There's a pass. It's tipped. Nwakacha, right? He came up big on this one.
Israel, great young man, man. Izzy, man, he made a big-time play. Our defense had lived in their backfield pretty much all game, and Izzy was able to get a good rush, tipped the ball, and tipped it right to another one of our defensive ends, Jaden Broughton, JB, touchdown, Benedict College Tigers.
It's always a good thing when the defense can score for you, no doubt about that.
Yes, man, points are a premium. Anytime we can generate points, whether it's offense, defense, or special teams, we encourage them. And, we encourage takeaways on defense. And when those takeaways can turn into points, you're really hitting on all cylinders as a football program.
All right, so Miles get the ball. They drive down the midfield, and this is where the defense takes a stand.
Defense, like I say, I really firmly believe that when you're playing well up front, on the O-line and D-line, you have a chance to win football games. And our defensive line really, really have been playing well, living in that opponent's backfield. And Curtis Williams was able to get a big sack on that drive right there to really stop them, man. So, again, kudos to our defensive line. They did an awesome job in really living in an opponent's backfield.
All right, so here it is. Benedict gets the ball, 3 and out for them.
Yep.
Miles gets it, 3 and out for them, and then the big punt comes up.
And listen, they punted to Kendall Norman.
Okay.
Kendall Norman's big-time football player. He's a freshman, man, from Dorman, South Carolina, man. And he was able to really, really change the game. I mean, the momentum of the game is something we needed at that point. And Kendall Norman was able to take it 77 yards for a big-time punt return all the way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
All right, just over 5 minutes left before the half. Benedict is up 13-zip, and what happens here, the defense forces another 3 and out for the Golden Bears. We get the ball, we're at midfield, Tiger ball.
We get the ball, man, and we wanted to be aggressive on this drive. We wanted to take a shot early. So we were able to take a play-action shot, and we were able to hit John Lampley to Eddie Neal on a big-time, about 20-yard corner route, which was big. And then we were moving the ball. We got the ball into red zone, and John Lampley was able to find Jaden Thomas for another big-time play, and it was a big play because it also ended in a touchdown. So we're grateful for that drive right there. That was our longest drive of the game, but we ended that with a touchdown, and we were up 20-0.
All right, there it is. This is the way the half ends. 20-0, Benedict College up over Miles. How are you feeling right now at the first half of this game?
Well, you look at the game of football, there's ebb and flow. Things happen. Sometimes good things happen, sometimes bad things happen. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you got to keep playing. And, you know, that half, man, I tell you, Miles had a really good plan. Those guys really did some good things to slow us down offensively, which we really hadn't been slowed down pretty much all season offensively, but they did a good job. Those guys were prepared. They flew around, but our defense just really put us in position to, again, still go into halftime with the lead, and our special teams was great as well, man. So anytime, you know, you're able to have a good, comfortable lead, 20-0 at the half, you're feeling good, but ultimately, you know you got to get into the locker room. You got to get with your team. You got to get with your coaches. You have to make adjustments. That's the game of football. That's how it works. You know, there's good things happen, keep playing. Bad things happen, keep playing. But ultimately, at the end of the day, as a staff, we have to put our minds together, make the correction, make the adjustments, and get our football team ready to come out in the second half, ready to play.
You know what I've noticed in this game, as opposed to the other games, haven't heard from Thunder or Lightning yet. So, you know, I'm sure we're going to probably get them pulling into the second half of the game. I mean, that's my thought.
Absolutely. You know, we always want to establish the running game. But like I say, I thought those guys did a good job of slowing us down offensively. And, you know, we went into halftime, man. We wanted to make some adjustments and just get us going in the right direction. So we had a plan. We always talk about the middle 8, the last 4 of the first half, and we were able to get a touchdown right in that last 4 minutes of that drive. So that's always a big time. And then we're going to get the ball in the second half. All right, because we deferred in the first half, so we get a chance to get the ball. Now we can put some more points on the board. So we're coming together as a staff, and we're trying to come up with a plan so we can start fast in the second half, and that's always the plan when we go into halftime.
And that's the way this first half goes. 20-zip. Benedict College is up so far, but we got a second half to go with you. But also coming up inside this edition of the Prisma Health Coach Chennis Berry Show, we got the Lexington Medical Center Assistant Coach Spotlight, and then also the South Carolina Education Lottery Player Spotlight. We'll get to that and so much more. Thanks for watching. Coach Chennis Berry Show, back right after this.
No one takes care of families like Prisma Health. As South Carolina's largest health system, we have nearly 600 primary care doctors across the Midlands and upstate. So you can choose the one who's right for you. With a more personalized approach, more locations, and more convenience, including 24/7 virtual urgent care and online or in-person visits with your primary care doctor, we're doing even more to help you be your healthiest you. Prisma Health, the primary care experts.
Welcome back to the Coach Chennis Berry Show. All things Benedict College football. We're 1-0 again for the 6th week in a row. Go Tigers.
Go Tigers. Yes, sir.
So we get the ball back in the second half. And offense, we got it, 18-yard?
Yeah.
On this one,
We got 18.
What happened to the adjustments?
Well, we go into half, and we always want to make adjustments. Again, we're talking about the middle 8, last 4 of the first half, first 4 of the second half. We know we're getting the ball. We want to start fast. Well, it didn't work out that way. We didn't start as fast as we like to start, so we had to punt. And here we go again. We're talking about all 3 phases, offense, defense, special teams. And Jerry Eubanks again, man. I mean, he was the man. I mean, you're talking about being able to flip the field, and he was able to be great. And he was able to pin them again inside the 10-yard line. So big-time punt again, flipping the field with Jerry Eubanks.
So Miles gets a big 30-yard pass, third down play, but that drive actually stalls.
Well, our defense, I tell you what, they wanted to try to take shots. Miles College wanted to try to take shots. They felt like they couldn't run the ball, so they wanted to try to throw the ball downfield, and they did that in the second half. So they got a big 30-yard pass on us. But again, our defense was able to rise to the occasion. Amari Pettis gets a big tackle for loss for about 7 yards, put him in the backfield. Then when we get the third down, which we call money down, Luber Donalis, bad man, again, coming off that edge, was able to get another sack for us to force them to have to punt back to our offense.
So we get the ball back, we go 3 and out, but Jerry Eubanks, he comes up big once again.
We were stalling offensively. You know, we had good plays and a good plan, but ultimately at the end of the day, we didn't execute. And we always talk about executing. When we talk about on the back of our shirts, our hashtag is pay the fee. Fee is focus, effort, and execution. At the end of the day, you got to have great focus per the play. You got to give amazing effort, and then you got to go execute. Well, we weren't executing at the moment. The guys had the right mindset, didn't execute, so we were forced to go 3 and out again. Again, kudos to Miles College and their defense, but we had to do a better job of executing. But here we go, Jerry Eubanks again, man. He was able to nail a big-time punt again to pin them inside the 10-yard line. And whenever we can encourage that and flip the field, we know we have a special weapon with Jerry Eubanks as a punter.
So we're still holding at 20-zip. We're in the third quarter here, but you got to give it up for Jared Eubanks. This guy had 8 punts, averaged more than 45 yards a punt. Not only that, 5 of his punts down the opponents inside the 20-yard line.
Well, Jared Eubanks definitely got his money's worth this past Saturday. You're talking about most of the season, he hadn't barely punted at all. I mean, we had games where he didn't get any punts because we have been clicking on all cylinders offensively. But, you never even want to encourage 8 punts. But when you can flip the field and put our defense, who's playing at such a high level, where teams have to come out from being backed up, that's always a good thing, too. Because when you get teams backed up, when they don't convert on first downs, now it puts us back offensively in good field position as well. So we always talk about winning the field position battle. And when you have a marvelous punter like we had with Jared Eubanks, man, it's a win-win situation for Benedict College Tigers.
Sometimes that has to happen, especially when you're talking about, when you're talking about, your offense not actually performing like they normally would do. So this is what goes down. Hold on, this was just handed to me. Oh, wow, Jerry Eubanks' performance. He was named Prisma Health Player of the Game. Not only that, he was also named the SIAC Special Teams Player of the Week. This guy is on fire for BC.
Man, listen, it's a blessing. It's a blessing to have a punter as talented as he is. He's such an athletic punter as well. And, we really felt like wholeheartedly he was definitely the player of the game on all phases, but, especially with saying offense and special teams, man. But we're really, really grateful for Jerry Eubanks. He really, really is a big-time punter. We're glad he's on our team.
And then not only that, but his last punt of the third quarter also downs it inside the 1-yard line of Miles' Golden Bears.
I mean, it's just a great thing, man. He really was nailing it all day, and our special teams unit, our punt unit, was doing a good job of pinning it inside the 5-yard line. So that was big time, man. We were really, really grateful that Eubanks came with his mindset right. But it's a whole operation. The snap has to be right. The protection has to be right. And we feel like if we can give him a good snap, good operation, good protection, he's going to be able to nail the kick.
All right, so now we get into the fourth quarter, and Miles, they punt it to us.
We get the ball, and, we wanted to take a shot. We felt like we wanted to generate some offensive explosion. Well, we took a shot on first down, and we got a sack, and I think the sack ended up ending in a sack fumble. So you never want that, but we wanted to be aggressive in that fourth quarter to start the game off, to get some separation in the game. We felt good at this point, but we wanted to get some more points and be able to get separation, but that drive didn't end the way we wanted it to. It started fast, but we weren't able to accumulate anything because we got a sack fumble, and that's never what you want offensively.
Still 20-zip. We're in the fourth quarter right now. Miles gets the ball, and not only that, but they drive 40 yards on 6 plays, getting all the way down to the Benedict 5-yard line.
Again, they had took some shots. They had tried to challenge us to stretch the field vertically, and they ended up converted on a couple of them, man. And so ultimately, they got it down inside the 5. But again, our defense stood tall. They wanted a shutout. Anytime you can get your defense to play at that kind of level and get a shutout, that's what you can encourage. But O.J. Smith got a big-time play, stopped him in the backfield, so they had to settle for a field goal, and they ended up kicking a 27-yard field goal. Defense wasn't happy about it. They ended up getting on the board with 3 points. But again, bend but don't break. They ended up getting 3 points, but we really wanted to not get on the board at all. Defense was fired up about letting that team on the board. But they made plays. Those guys are on scholarship as well. So again, our defense really was trying to encourage to get them, keep them off the board all the way.
All right. Under 7 minutes left in this game right here. Benedict's still up 20-3 against the Golden Bears. Miles, Lupe Denales, he comes up big.
Luber, man, I tell you what, he had a big-time game, man. He had several tackles for losses. He had 3 sacks, man. And whenever you can do that and be in opponents' backfields, we're just blessed to have Luber. He's such a good student, good person, good leader, good football player, and he plays with amazing motor. So, again, our defense had another big-time play, big-time sack, and we were able to get their offense off the field.
Offense gets the ball back, but again, we still struggle. We can't get things moving. We can't get things going.
We really couldn't, and they did a good job defensively, and they made some plays. But ultimately, at the end of the day, you know, we have to improve and we got to make some corrections and get some things fixed. But our defense was able to stand tall again. So they were taking the ball down. They were driving the football. They took another shot at us, you know, tried to stretch the field vertically, and they ended up completing a big-time pass. And they were moving the ball, getting close to scoring range as well. But, you know, again, our DBs stepped up to the challenge. We got good pass rush from our defensive line, and Kevin Ross was able to seal that drive with a big-time interception to alleviate them from scoring a touchdown on that drive.
Well, that's pretty much it because there's only about a minute and a half left in the game. You guys end up winning this one 20-3. You got to like it when you get into victory formation and just let that clock run down to 0.
That's playing football, victory. And at this point, we're up 20-3. It's a minute to go. We win victory. We took a couple of knees, man. So again, to God be the glory, man. I don't take wins for granted at all. Whenever you can find a way to win football games, you have to like your football team and in the direction. There was a lot of ebb and flow in that football game. Ultimately, at the end of the day, we found a way to come out of there 1-0.
There you have it, another 1-0 for the 6th week in a row.
Go Tigers! Yes, sir.
Tell you what, you know, we gotta get into what we're gonna be talking about for the next game and all that other good stuff. But we'll do that. We're gonna take a break right here. Prisma Health, Coach Chennis Berry Show. All things Benedict College football.
At Lexington Medical Center, we want you to lead a long and healthy life, and we're here to help you do just that. Our experienced team of healthcare professionals wants nothing more than to help make you well again. Take good care of yourself, and remember, we're here for you whenever you need us. If you don't already have a doctor or you're looking for a new one, choose from more than 70 physician practices at Lexington Medical Center. We wish you a lifetime of good health and happiness. Be well.
Welcome back to the Coach Chennis Berry Show. All things Benedict College football. Tell you, these guys are 1-0 for the 6th week in a row. I mean, that's fire right there. No doubt about that. It's a first for BC, and it's a first to make sure that we highlight and showcase all of the aspects of Benedict College football. And for that, it's time for our Lexington Medical Center Spotlight. Coach Michael Stiles, he's the corners coach. What up, Coach?
Hey, nice to meet you, man.
Man, nice to meet you, too, for
Yes,
sure.
sir.
You guys doing some great things out there.
Yes, sir.
You got your corners firing to the ball. They're doing what they're supposed to do.
Yes, sir.
Now, as a coach, how did you become a coach?
I'm actually a coach's son.
Ah.
So I've been around it my whole life.
Yeah.
My dad was a coach, one of the guys that coached in college, played at the highest level. So I've been a kid on the sideline ever since can walk.
From Florida?
Yes, sir.
Your
Florida.
family okay? Because, I mean, they had that big old hurricane come
Yeah,
through.
doing fine. Actually, skipped right over us. Got a lot of rain, but nothing too serious.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yes, sir.
For sure, no doubt about that. You played at junior college.
Yes, sir. I played in junior college. I played at Hutchinson, then I transferred to College of DuPage.
All right. So football is in your blood. You like hitting people. On the
Yes,
defense side.
yes.
You don't like running.
But I am an offensive guy. In high school, I played quarterback.
Did you?
Yeah.
You
So
still
I
got that on?
transitioned. I was really more of a runner.
Gotcha. We're so glad you're at Benedict College, man, because I mean you can see the change in what's happening with our defense and the schemes and so forth and whatnot. Now, tell me about the mindset of your corners that you have at BC.
I really got a unique group, man. I got some seniors that's hungry. I got some young guys that have potential to probably play at the next level. The mindset in the room is that we the best in the world, best in the nation. That's the mindset. That's what we preach. That's how we work. That's the goal, be the best.
So when you're watching film back or even watching them play, I know you get emotional when you're out there and so forth. Are you that guy who's yelling on the sideline, or you kind of like take it all in and you kind of, trial by error, teaching them?
Well, I believe in putting in the work during the week. So in the work, I'm on you. I'm yelling. I'm getting whatever I can get out of you. On the weekend, we did everything we were supposed to do during the week.
Right.
Let's play. Let's have fun. I'm not doing too much yelling during the game. Really coaching, trying to get what they give me, understand what they see, and we can be on the same page, help each other.
Got to read that deep. Got to read that offense. It's
Yes,
so
sir.
important to do that. He doesn't sound like a coach who yells really loud. He's like, hey, don't do that.
Nah, probably the opposite of that. But hey, on Saturday, yeah, I'm that guy. But Tuesday through Friday, yeah, man, I'm a whole different guy. I want to get the best out of them, so hey, whatever it takes.
You're also the dorm director too, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What are some of the antics you have to deal with?
Oh man, it's a lot. It's a whole lot, but it's fun because it helps me build a relationship outside of football with not only the football players, but the regular students too. So it's exciting. It's pretty cool.
Got a big game this week.
A real big game.
Yeah. How do you prepare mentally and also get them prepared mentally?
First of all, we're never gonna make it seem like it's bigger than what it is.
Okay.
So it's the biggest game because it's the next game. You know, I'm trying to go 1-0, so that's the mindset. So we're gonna work like it's a big game, but we're gonna work like it's a game that's on our schedule, must win because every game is a must win, and we're gonna treat it as such.
All right, there it is. Coach Michael Stiles, my man. Appreciate
Yes,
you, brother.
Thank you.
I still have some eligibility.
Let's go, cornerback.
Get them corners, baby. I'm also a runner, too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, give me that ball. Give me that rock. All right, that's what's up. Thank you much, Coach.
Thank you.
Where you going? Wait. We got to wrap this up the right way. Have a seat.
See,
he's rushing to get back to the players already. Get back to that field. It is the Coach Chennis Berry Show. We're talking about the Lexington Medical Center. Coach Spotlight right there, Coach Michael Stiles.
thank you guys. Have a wonderful day.
Back after this.
Think big. Something life-changing. I'm talking education. Let's get inventive. Blow things up in a good way. Do it for 20 years? Wake up and education has received billions in funding. Who does all this? If you've ever played one of these or these, that would be you. Yeah, thank you.
Welcome back to the Coach Chennis Berry Show. All things Benedict College Tigers. Of course, Benedict is looking forward to a big game coming up. But before we do that, let's get into what we call the South Carolina Education Lottery Player Spotlight. And for that, we have Giovanni Melodor, my man.
Yes, sir.
What's up?
What's up?
Cornerback, right?
Yes, sir.
Is that a position you always wanted to play?
Yes, sir. I've been playing it since I was a little kid. I started off playing running back, though.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, sir.
What made you switch?
Really, I played both at the time, so as I got older, you know, everybody else was getting bigger, and I wasn't really getting bigger, so just stuck with cornerback.
Gotcha. That's what's
Yes,
up.
sir.
Hey, you also played for the Yellow Jackets, right? You played for
sir.
Irmo?
Yes, sir.
My
Irmo.
son played for them too years ago. Not that I'm that old. Just a couple of years ago.
Yes, sir.
And whatnot. So we got something in common. Family right there.
Yes, sir.
You know? So it was like when you came to Benedict, tell me about that when you knew you were going to be playing football for BC.
At first, when I came, at first I didn't know I was coming here because I was about to go to prep school, Palmetto Prep. But then COVID came, they canceled, and then I was just working at a warehouse fall of 2020. And then Coach O, he hit me up, and then, you know, everybody wanted to go to school for free. So I was able to come here for free, and that's when I knew I was coming because it was free tuition. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to go.
Yeah. So coming here to go to Benedict and then getting that tuition, what is it? What's your major? What do you want to do?
I major in sports management.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Cool. What do you want to do? Like
I
for
want
you,
I
your
want
goal?
to coach. Yes, sir.
You want to coach too?
Yes, sir.
You don't want to play for the Cowboys?
Oh, nah. I mean, I play for the Cowboys. Coaching is after the
I knew
league.
I'd get him for the Cowboys.
Coaching after the league. Yes, sir.
Oh, coaching after the league. I got
Yes,
you.
sir.
I see.
Coaching after the league.
So you're learning a lot from your coach?
Yes, sir. I learned a lot from Coach Stiles. Yes, sir.
Tell me about 3 things that you're learning as a cornerback, also as a coach, and as a person.
As a cornerback, I'm learning to be more patient, and that's also coming as being a person too. You got to be patient. Like with God, you got to be patient with God. Yes, sir. I'm a man of God, so I always want to put God first, and I know everything I go through, it teaches me to be patient. Yes, sir.
All right. So here it is. You want to be a coach, and that's a great thing. So you're learning all the tools of the trade and whatnot,
sir.
playing football. And like you said, you've been playing since you were a little kid.
Yes, sir.
You know what? I like that. That's awesome. My man. All right. Anything else that you want to tell those folks who are watching the Coach Chennis Berry Show?
Nah, not really. Just want to know every week. That's the mission. Every day. Want to
Believe
know.
in that mission,
Yes, sir.
too.
I believe in it. Chop wood, carry water.
What do you do?
An outcome.
Hold on. What? Say that part again.
Chop wood, carry water.
Coach
sir.
said that stuff too.
Yes, sir.
I like it. So what do you do to prepare for a game? And like every game is a big game, but what do you do personally to prepare for one?
Prepare for the game. So every day of practice, got to go hard. Got to live every day like it's your last. Never know when it's gonna be your last snap. So I go hard in practice, and then game time. What I do at game time, you know, I call all my peoples, talk to them, say I love them, and I pray. Got to give thanks to God, because God gave me the ability that I have. So I give thanks to God, and then it's go time from there.
Giovanni Melodor, cornerback.
Yes, sir.
BC.
Yes, sir. You know.
That's what's up. Go
Yes,
Tigers.
sir. Go Tigers.
Hang on. Back with more of the Coach Chennis Berry Show. This was the South Carolina Education Lottery Player Spotlight.
Whether it's a bad kick, nagging back pain, or a hip that has you hobbling, Nothing matters more than getting you back to feeling your best. As South Carolina's most preferred orthopedic provider and official team doctors for the Tigers and Gamecocks, Prisma Health provides all the care you need. With more expertise, more technology, and more locations closer to you, we're doing even more to help you be your healthiest you. Prisma Health, the orthopedic experts.
Welcome back to the Chennis Berry Show. Benedict College football at its best. They are, as you know, 1-0 again this week for the 6th week in a row. And for the first time in Benedict College football, AFCA, you guys are ranked now. 23rd, first time in the rankings. That's got to mean something to you.
Praise God, man.
Oh, you know what? Just a second ago, I thought you was going to cry. It was the first. The emotions are there.
It's such a blessing just to be able to put, this program on a national spotlight, man. It's a big time thing. I'm grateful for the people that gave me the opportunity to be the head football coach at Benedict College. And I just want the school, the young men, the program to be able to reach the potential that they deserve, because it's a great place with great people here at Benedict College.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's finally here. It's a big game that's going to happen this weekend. Benedict College taking on Albany State. We're talking about the reigning SIAC champs. This has got to be tough.
This should be like a heavyweight fight. Old Mike Tyson and Holyfield fight, man.
No biting ears.
No biting ears, no question. But it should be fun. We're very comparable. It should be a competitive football game. Our defense is playing at a high level. Their defense is playing at a high level. We're very similar offensively. Special teams, we do a lot of similar things as well. So it should be fun down in Albany, Georgia, man. But our kids are young. My young men are very, very excited about the opportunity to be able to go down for their homecoming, to be able to, again, the mission doesn't change. We want to go down there and come back 1-0.
All right, Coach, now I know you already know this stuff, but I want to give you some stats here for folks who probably aren't familiar with what's going on with Benedict right now. Benedict ranks 2nd in Division II SIAC scoring defense, allowing just 8.3 points per game. Albany State is 4th in the country, by the way, 11.3 points per game. But also in this matchup, you got to notice the top 2 scoring teams right now, Benedict and Albany State in the SIAC. Benedict averaging 31.5 points per game, and Albany State 31.2. This, like you said, is going to be a very close game.
It's going to come down to just opportunities, taking advantage of opportunities. It's going to come down to winning the turnover battle. It's going to come down to winning the penalty battle. You're talking about 2 defenses that's playing at the level that they're playing at, and offenses are able to score points as well. It should be fun. It's just going to come down to maximizing the moments and the opportunities, and like I say, getting the football team ready to play. I know that Coach Gabe is going to do a great job getting his football team ready. They'll be well coached. They'll be ready to go. They'll be chopping at the bit. They'll be excited. But we're also going to take a football team down there ready to rock and roll and see if we can come back 1-0.
So the Golden Rams coming off a 55-7 victory over Edward Waters. So, of course, as you know, these guys are on a high as well as Benedict, but that's not going to worry you guys at all.
Well, you got to be ready for the moment. Our guys will be ready to go. It's a new game, new year, new day. October 15th, the ball kick off at 2 o'clock, man, and, may the best team win.
0-0.
0-0.
0-0. All right, 2 o'clock game at Albany State, and if you want to go, there's going to be a bus actually to take you to Albany State, because we need that 12th man. We need more than one bus. We need cars. We need everybody to pack that stadium for BC. Wear your purple and gold. Show your support for our Tigers. Now, here's the thing. You can contact the Booster Club for Benedict College. Let me give you a number to call: 803-705-4346. That's 803-705-4346. Let's make this thing happen. Let's pack it up and have we talk about this week in, week out. How important is it to have that support for BC?
Man, it's huge. It's huge, man, just to be able to have that support, that 12th man, whether it's the BC BOD rocking the house, man, or our fan base. When we look up in those stands and see that purple and gold shining through the stadium, man, that really brings energy and juice for our young men. So anytime we can generate that, our young men get fired up about it. But ultimately, at the end of the day, the ball's going to kick off. The field's going to be 100-yard long, 53 and a third wide, and we're going to get the opportunity for 60 minutes to go play some football.
And that's what it's all about. I'm telling you, Benedict is doing some amazing things this season, and a lot of first is going on as well. So be a part of this one, as we know that you are, because we know you support your Benedict College Tigers, no doubt about that. Coach, what's the game plan? We already know you're going to go up there with a game plan for this game here.
And listen, man, we just want to make sure our men are locked in, have a great week of practice. We want to win the day. We always talk about winning the day. We got to be the best we can be today. If we continue to put positive days back to back and stack days, we like our chances in the end. But we just want to have good practices all week, good in study hall, good in meetings, all the things that we do. We want to just try to win the day, maximize the day, and let the chips fall where they may on October 15th.
You know, you normally got to come up with, you know, what are some of the things you need to watch out for Albany State and this and that. No, you know what I'm going to say? You guys go up there and just handle business.
That's important, man.
Handle business.
It's a business trip, and we want to take care of business.
And that's what they do. All right. Again, here's that telephone number, 803-705-4346. That's 803-705-4346. Call that number, get yourself a seat on that bus, or even just drive up to Albany State. It'll be a great ride, and also you have a great time coming back. That's what we do around here. It's Benedict College. Coach Chennis Berry Show. All things Coach Chennis Berry right here. Thank you so much.
Let's get it, man. Go Tigers.
Thank you, Prisma Health. We appreciate you. South Carolina Education Lottery, as well as Lexington Medical Center, all our partners who support Benedict College. We'll catch you next week for the next edition of the Coach Chennis Berry Show.